chosen to be a king and heal man, because your healing can affect everything. Stop bleeding on folks. Poem. Okay, so this next poem is kind of it's a piece I got at the beginning of the year, and when I got it, I think the best way to consume it is with your eyes closed. All right. So close your eyes with me. Follow instructions. Don't tell on yourself. This piece is called "Color Me Black." You can kill my body, but you can't have my soul. See, cruelty is the debt that I must pay for simply being black. In fact, my body is trapped in this constant attack. These weapons of mass destruction are erupting sharp pains in the pit of my belly. When my daddy lost his righteous mind, heart beating in despair, soul filled with so much fear. I wish he had more time. I wish we had more time. He was sold to another man. But the other man was the only man that didn't understand the master's plan for the family. So we were torn apart. Ma chose to no longer speak, so she was sold for parts. So my heart has suddenly lost a beat. I never knew my sisters, and my brothers never laid eyes on me, and there were things that I witnessed that I wish my eyes couldn't see. My feet are bruised because without shoes, I still feel the pains of yesterday. My shift is from dusk until dawn, yet I did more before 9 a.m. than most of y'all did on yesterday. So as I approach this early grave, I'm outraged by my misfortune. Filled with this exhaustion, I often wonder what my people could have been. I've seen the worst of what they can do to me, because I've had most of it done. I've seen them lynch my brother when he tried to run. I've seen the torture they can do with the gun. I've seen the pain of a mother when she lost her son. I've seen my folks lose battles that they should have won. I felt the hope of the free. I've endured the dread of the enslaved, because this ain't no land of the free. Can't be no home of the brave. Dreamt the dreams of what can be, but they put my kinfolks in graves. They violated my body and penetrated my mind with these thoughts that our people should belong to other people, in hopes that we would follow them blind. They hoped we never learned, in hopes that we'll never grow. Because the biggest profit in this transatlantic slave trade was that we were a product of what we didn't know. So, although genocide is the biggest executive order to slaughter me and mine, they're inclined to rewind time and redefine the importance of the American Negro. See, I have nightmares while my eyes are open. I call those memories, because this land is stained with the blood of my ancestry. I stopped crying these tears of you ending me, because I'm filled with God's serenity in hopes of him ministering to me. You can kill my body, but you can't have my soul. I live determined to grow, and all it took was a seed. And although they would impede upon my progress to succeed, stumbling as I journeyed, I always believed that I first knew freedom the day I learned how to read. So color me black. Poem. So I have 2 more pieces, and then I'm gonna end it. If you haven't been to my website, please go there. Also, you can follow me on YouTube, because as I go to drop this project, I have a rollout plan for it, and I would love for you to be in the know on how that's going to go, but you can't be in the know if you don't keep up with me, right? So this poem was the poem I wasn't supposed to do Generational Curse today, but I felt the need to do it. But this poem has a similar tone. I have 2 more pieces, this one and then one other. This is called What If She Never Becomes. There are girls I know, I feel like this reminds me of what you was, Kendi, how you was rolling. Y'all was touching my heart for sure. What if she never becomes? See, there are girls I know who would never arrive at womanhood. Instead, they stood tall, flawed from the way that they were brutalized, so insecurities headlock her maturity, and I feel her. She never became a mother, Although she births children year after year and tear after tear, her cries water her generational trauma because her mama never taught her how to be a lady. Stolen IDs, she's legal but stamped with youthful ignorance because her passport would never take her where she truly desires to go. Lady doesn't know how to queen a kingdom she never lived in. So a crown is more foreign to her than the distance between a man making laws that govern a woman's vagina. See, she doesn't know what she doesn't know. So she is caught between unaware and I don't care because no one cared for her. She wants to love you, but her reflection doesn't mirror all that she wants to see. See, smudged glass she attempts to clean with her tears, but instead it's cracked from her shaky hands that's sliced by the sharp edges of what should have caused her pain, but she's numb. She sees the blood, but she feels nothing. Brokenness shaped her curves to carve out a new cycle of a circle from a square. There were too many of them. She doesn't always want to be strong, too much strength. Problem after problem, too much to worry about. Anxious about the burden she still carries, too much weight. The pain overwhelmed her, so she renamed who she was, taking on a new position in this world. The damage began before birth because there was preparations of a lavish baby shower and no prayers for a baby. So baby, so lady, so sis, so queen. You never really had a chance. So what if she never becomes? Poem. So this last piece is called My Worship. But what I did want to leave with you is that I found that through this body of work and reflecting on my growth, I've caught between this intersection of smelling lovely flowers as I journey, yet learning some ugly lessons. And for that reason, I'm going to call this project Picking Flowers and Pricking Thorns. Okay? So I know this piece by heart, guys. Clap for me. Yes. It's a little instructional too, so feel free. Head bowed. Hands raised. Humble me. I came into your presence and I would fight my praise. Just humble me. Teach me how to worship. And teach me how to praise. And teach me your word. And teach me to mimic your ways. Teach me about what's important. And teach me who I am. Teach me where to go. And teach me where I stand. I am no one without you. But with you, I am purpose. I have nothing without you. But with you, I have purpose. Thank you for allowing grace to show its face. So now, new opportunities can present themselves. You let mercy make me worthy, so now I can represent myself. I was never ready to see your glory. All caught up in me. Blinded by this popularity, so I really couldn't see. Spiritually unattached, religiously present, I lift my hands out of respect. I bow my head to show you reverence because you watched me and you waited. You examined me and you waited. You chased me and you molded me. You chased me and you scolded me. You chased me and you raised me. You chased me and you praised me because you made me. Head bowed. Hands raised. I came into your presence and I would fight my praise. Head bowed. Hands raised. Arrested by my intellect, so wisdom hides her head. Fast talk, sharp tongue, always regretting what I said. Pushing the envelope way too far. Yeah, that's me. I'm in a position to change this world, but I can't quite place my fingerprints on where I left my identity. Often respected among street villains, but I don't belong there. Can't say I fit in amongst these church folks either. Do they want me here? I got a rebellious attitude against these rituals that we call tradition. Some days I'm not fitting, but I'm never really campaigning for any position, but I'm praying and I'm wishing. Mouth closed, ears open, so now I'm listening. Can I be rebellious without being disobedient? Respect tradition without being traditional? I'm a walking contradiction. I can relate to the unrelatable. I'll debate the undebatable, reversing stereotypes and generalizations. I understand my role, so I'm speaking out in conversation. Oftentimes appearing loud and unclear, but my insecurities are hidden in a box. Let's go, Jazz. So I'm never really the subject of fear. Head bowed, hands raised, no longer puffed up, give another chance just to give you the praise. Head bowed, hands raised, no longer puffed up, give another chance just to give you the praise. So I'll worship you. I'll worship you. I'll worship you. I'll worship you. As my head is bowed and my hands are raised, I long to give you this worship. I will honor you with this praise. I will honor you with this worship, and I long to give you this praise because this is my worship. Thank you, guys.
That girl good. Good.
Y'all having a real good time. I can feel it.
I want to be like y'all when I grow up.
So coming up, you ever meet somebody at work and be like, oh, yeah, all right, so we family now. You ever had that experience? I had that experience. Brother Uninvited in the back of the house. What's up, my guy? So I had that experience at work, and so you get to have that experience too. You get to say, okay, we family now. Put your hands together for Saad Majid.
Good afternoon, everybody. Real quick before I start, I just gotta say a few things. I'm usually real professional and good when I perform my poetry. My mom is here. And last time I performed in front of my mom, it was a spelling bee. I was in 6th grade. And I spelled 0 wrong. Okay? So I get nervous in front of my mom. Secondly, I am afraid of bees. If I run randomly, it was a bee. Okay? And I'm sorry, Queen, but it was a bee. Okay. Now, last thing. My poetry, when I perform, my poetry is like an insight to my thoughts of me growing up, to the man that I became. Okay? So you're gonna see poems that came out in my teenage years, maybe. My college years, maybe. And my, adult years, of course. And just to give you an example, I'm start you off small, real light, but something like, what does love have to do with the feeling of skin? She said, touch me here like you touched me then. When our eyes first met and your mind touched mine, the beauty and reminiscing, no such thing like time. But never going back, so forward we go. Climb that mountain, but don't forget that slope. Would you ride with me forever in the day? Spend time with me? Don't you ever go away? Express your mind with me? It's all the little things you say. Come, baby girl, I'll be your night, you be my day. And that's a night with a K. That last line is a part of the poem. It's just something I gotta say in poem. You see? It's like my thoughts just coming out into words real quick. Help me become the man that I am today. Growing up, the experience of slaves and what they went through, it impacts black men, whether we realize it or not. And this poem was just something that I wrote because I was thinking of what they went through. Me found it, I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. They said, hey, you my slave, work my land as I destroy your brain. Hey, you my slave, bring your wife so I can lay in a playful exchange. Hey, you my slave, fear my name as I assign your name unto those chains. Hey, you my slave, exhaust your body till your soul is lost and you can no longer sustain. Hey, you my slave, believe these lies and hold them as truth till you question my words and they drive you insane. Hey, you my slave, sell me your soul if it's happiness you want to attain. Hey, you my slave, I'm your God, come to me if you want to be saved. Hey, you my slave, the last thing we want is for you to find change. Hey, you my slave, I beg you not to find the path to the right way. Hey, you my slave, when will you see that to us, this is just a game? Hey, you my slave, how do you live on with all that pain and poem? And my kind of theme for the day is identity, the things I've thought about growing up to become the man that I am today. So my next poem is about one time, and I'll just begin the poem, My father once asked me, am I a slave or am I free? I told him I'm free, but in the eyes of a man whose vision is impaired by false thoughts of the past, I will always be a menace, no matter my achievement. See, in their eyes, I'm a demon, black skin filled with darkness. So when they cock that gun and kill me, it's because they can't feel me. Daddy, I think they fear me. And if he don't kill me, he gonna put me in the cell. That's the black man's future, ain't no escaping jail. Daddy said, where's your proof? I said, it's in the pudding, I bet you it's true. Look at Michael and Trey. They even killed Brianna and the men got away. I mean, I pray for better days, and that's all I can say. Because the black man was president, but it seems like nothing has changed. Yes, Daddy, I'm free, but I still feel the chains. In poem. And do I have one more? I have like one more poem, maybe two more, we'll see. Now, my next poem, according to my wife and my little brother, is my signature poem. And that every time I get in front of a crowd, I'm supposed to perform this poem. It's called Modern Day King. It's one of my favorites, actually. I put the phone away to show you how much it's my favorite.
Lights on them.
Martin Luther King had a dream to be equal. Today I have a dream that I can soon lead the people. Guide them from the darkness and away from the evil. I have a dream that I can be the next Barack Obama. Have enough wealth to support my kids and my mama. I have a dream that I can own Fox and ABC. Start speaking the truth so that you all will see what you believe to be a sanctuary is all just a cover-up. I have a dream that prosperity will be upon us. I have a dream that my brother and me can walk down the street with my mama hearing that somebody has shot us. I have a dream that my sister can relax without guys telling lies that she's always on her back. I have a dream that my mama can live without struggle because those tears in her eyes don't make things better. I have a dream that I can be the modern day Luther King and give the whole world a speech and allow them to reach forward to me so we can all rise and pray for unity. But then those guns shot those bullets and I woke up from my dream. Sound like the story of another black king in poem. All right. Now I think I have time for like at least one more, right? I have time for one more. I go overboard. I end up doing my whole set and all the poems I got on my phone, and we don't got time for all that. Okay, so this poem is something I wrote recently. I haven't written a good poem, in my opinion, in a few years, right? And I don't know, maybe it's my age, maybe it's the growth, maybe I'm not as angry as I used to be. I don't know. But this is just something I was doing to try to write a poem again. Tell me how y'all like it. I want to be a poet again. I want to be deep like the Euphrates. I want to use my words to free a few birds and delve into my soul and discover new worlds. Excuse me. I want to be a revolutionary again, like Huey committing suicide or Malcolm with his head up high. I want to bring the truth up again. Have you think about the lies they tell us all the time. I want to bring the youth out and hear what they got on their minds. Can they put it in rhyme? I think I'm seeing the signs that I'm talking like a poet again. My heart feels the joy in my beat, and the beat starts to roll like the drum of liberation started playing in my soul. Let it go, be free, find friends and make family. Write words and let them breathe. Yeah, I'm feeling like a poet again. In poem.
Yes, all right, all right. Yes, sir.
I have a favor to ask. When I leave here from this spot, remind me to take my water. Every time I go back, I feel like, dang, I should have grabbed the water, and then I didn't. All right, here is a poem by Talina Lachelle Queen.
Let's go.
That's me.
Come on.
Is that all right?
That's all right, Queen.
Can I have something soft? Ain't nobody got no time for no love poems.
I like that.
Ah, yeah.
My DJ's gonna help me out with something a little soft for this. but I'm gonna get started while he do it. Ain't nobody thinking about no love when we got the blues and we got bills and we got blues songs about the bills. Don't nobody care about your doggone lips or how them doggone lips be coated in amnesia or how when they touch me anywhere, like I said, ain't nobody got no time for no love poems. And even if we did have time, if we had time for love poems, ain't we heard everything there is to hear about it? What love and lust wants us to do, and like I said, ain't nobody got no time for no love poems. We gotta get ready for war with these poems. Arm our children with these poems. Record our history with these poems. These poems were intended to apprehend. They were intended to apprehend the ones who weren't running away, the ones who got taken away and are still away and can't find their way back home, even with the right to abode. These poems praise Ghana, praise Marcus Garvey, praise Gullah Island, praise the souls forgotten in the Middle Passage. Praise admonish the ones who sold us. Praise those fighting the thieves who stole us. Admonish the ones who sold us and the ones who bought who was being sold and buried us beneath piles of legislation and water. So much water. These are protest poems. Ain't nobody got no time for no damn love poems. We gotta make these words ammunition. These poems have jobs. They have jobs, and real serious issues must be tackled with these poems. Can't nobody be wrestling with thoughts of increased heartbeats and panting and like I said, ain't nobody got no time for no love poems. Somebody gotta write about real racism and all the damn isms and the cousins of the isms and Karen. One of y'all gotta deal with Karens. We ain't got no time for no love poems. No, and even if we did, let's suppose we did have time for love poems. Oh, your body, that is my body too, and our tired souls, which are old souls and tired souls too. We'd make the kind of love, we'd make love, and we'd make the kind of love that be producing love children, who we be trying to protect and teach and write poems to and for and about, like this one that wasn't trying to be no love poem, but man, oh man, ain't it love? Ain't it love? Ain't it love? Ain't it love that make us write these damn poems? Poem.
All right.
I like to do it with music sometimes to see how it comes out different, especially if I don't know which song is gonna play. Coming up to the stage, another person. Y'all prepare to be amazed. During Kwanzaa, Christopher Jean-Francois read a poem And I was like, okay, we need to get him in front of more people. So thank you for being here. You're making my dreams come true. Coming to the stage, Christopher Jean-Francois.
Right.
Get your water.
You are awesome.
Name sounded almost nice.
Yeah. Christopher Jean-Francois. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought that album.
Yeah, that sounds like that's a name right there.
Jazz, the place is growing.
Yeah, no, I feel like that too sometimes. Firstly, I'd like to thank Queen, Felicia, everyone involved. I'm gonna do a poem that's in my blood, and then the two I'm gonna read. So we gonna get into it. Oh, I should have never got involved, cause I keep missing his calls. One missed and one ignored, and she's still making them calls for me. She's still giving me and please in exchange for our droughts of touch, and it's enough south of the wind and the breeze. We hugged it out. We didn't want to release. We tried, so be it. The pattern in our past that repeated, so we passed every sequence. The sediment was soaked from the weeping, so we settled things. We gathered our pieces. I know it's allowed. I know that frequencies ain't spoken out loud, and I know unspoken things can get you around. I know that heartbeats rumble for truth. So I grip God when they gripping they pounds. Collecting calls, I'm ignoring the crew, been trying to stay up. It's often I'm down. The author's rebuked, so I tell them I ain't trying to go out. Ain't buying the rules. I'ma see you when we shooting around. Don't give them no blues. I wanna change the topic when I'm smoking you out. Tell me why you like to ball in them shoes. Tell me about how shorty running her mouth. Tell me how you thought the Warriors would lose. About how you really wanna move to the South. And how you miss everyone, but you come visit in June. I know that therapy's a call away. I'm calling them soon. I said that last year. But I promise, I moved from the spot. I've been stuck. Just give me some room and I'ma show you where I used to be. The blue of the bruise and the black of the scars, and it matches the fruit. Revenge is just as sweet as the juice. And when you needed me, I offered my use. Keep receiving me till I am amused. A true believer, please play for the dude. And I should have never got involved. Cause I keep missing his calls. It's one missed and one ignored. She's still making them calls for me. I bet I'm still gonna get involved indeed. Y'all say poem?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. I'm gonna ask for some emotional work on this next one, but I promise the last poem's a celebration. My dad is a sick elephant. He can't seem to remember what room he's in. The white of his tusk would lead me to chalk this up to age, but this elephant takes up space in 3 dimensions. My dad is a sick elephant, and his memory was the first thing we noticed to go. He remembers being a writer, but no matter how many times we relive his peak and what his stroke did, he leaks oblivious onto his speech, and that's to where it leads. And part of my reconciliation with the elephant in the room included where things went wrong, because I don't ever want to be as forgetful as you. And I know that memory isn't a skill, and I can't blame an elephant for being sick. My dad doesn't have dementia, which could make the previous metaphor a little confusing. I say he's sick because he's an elephant, and an elephant never forgets. So when it doesn't do what most other elephants do in a room, I can only look through the lens of medicine to spare my feelings and his. Most elephants remember. It's in their nature, kind of like a father wanting to be with. My father's a sick elephant. He can't seem to remember why he's in the room he's in. Compartmentalization with what runs through my veins contains blood thicker than water, but to hold like contempt isn't to break. Not like labor, like you would a bond or a cycle, and with a yellowing tusk and a jaundiced eyeful and stumbling step, my father wanders into rooms he don't think he really be in, and with a pointed rifle and plenty contemplation, I pointed at eye level, and I leveraged my memory for his for the sake of a conversation and shadow work. And then the world's largest land obstruction to black boy development swore to his settlements and mine that there isn't much to talk about, nothing that has any relevance. And if an elephant never forgets that my father must be sick, so yeah, I euthanized the tie and switched the tie to the prodigal son. I insisted that pride be the death of the life that the elephant seeks to run, from the tusk to the flesh that writhes in pain from what we become. My father was sick well before he forgot that he still has tusks, that he had value. And so leather-skinned black boys continue to try and forget you, but an elephant never forgets you. And I'm an elephant just like my dad, so I looked for you and I asked, and a hard head makes for a soft ass, yet and still I'm stomping heels, hoping you hear me calling you back. It's a lapse in judgment to think a sick elephant can remember his place. And if he ever remembers what room we left off in, I'd give him grace. We could pretend to remember or forget that you tried to forget for the better. A grand ivory appraisal, and we can talk about all the time we lost, but my dad is sick. And I'd like to look into medicine to nurse my father back to health, because I'm curious if memory loss is hereditary. I'm curious if memory loss is permanent. Oh.
All right.
All right. I remember being seated in pits, dreaming of a way to stand heavy-seated. Let me start again. I remember being seated in pits, dreaming of a way to stand heavy-feeted, clinging to the ifs and me's with splits, weekend of a man defeated. I was tweaking. Forgive me, Father, for the stone I became when I look back and still repeated a sequence. Forgive me, Naga. Sometimes a bond can break and it must be conceded. Forgive me, body, for the bang-up job on the walls I built and it was brick by brick. Forgive me, flesh, for the stench I wrought, for the fight I fought from staying in my own shit. It was comfy. It was warm. It was mine. But there was a little light left inside, left for me to provide with. And so after I cried from prying the ribbons out of the sky, when God decreed the son had to die, after I pried my heart open to die and didn't die, I remember being seated in pits, dreaming of a way to stand heavy-feeted, clinging to the ifs with meaning and splits, reeking of a man defeated. I do. Don't you? Don't you remember being defeated? All right, let me try it this way. I bet you remember what the floor looks like. I bet if I said bottom or broken, you can take an image, a memory, a feeling, hyperfocus. I remember when I was, yes, you do. And I bet you know what joy feel like too. How can you know bottom? How can you relate or feel me if you haven't been low enough to be defeated and somehow got your heart to beat? To be at wit's end but somehow not meet it? How can you see shoes and identify creases but deny that you still feel good wearing new sneakers? It's okay to like new sneakers. It's okay to want new sneakers. It's okay to have a new life, to smile, rejoice. Why didn't anybody tell me those are choices? They ain't just manifestations, things you do. It's things you choose. So let me get a hip hop parade for the days we spent rapping out. Today was a good day and we meant it. I'll raise you a hallelujah in place of every I don't know how I'm gonna get through this, cause you did it again, and you did it again and again and again, and wow, I hope the DJ spins this shit all night. Celebration is my favorite song. Look how far we done come. I hope the DJ play this shit all night long. Thank you.
open micers. Anyone want to hit that stage?
Not today. Don't fall there.
I really thought the DJ was gonna be like, celebrate good times. Come on. All right. This is actually the open mic hour. Are there any open mic people out there? You thinking about it? Maybe. Yeah. You tap your friend on the shoulder because you know that they got something and they might want to do it, right? You don't want to tell me. Let me bring up Brother Jacquer. Maybe you'll talk to him. Come on, Jacquer.
Come on, Joe. Come on, space guy. Spit. I hate when you spit. Go ahead. Come on.
I come before you from the world's congregation, from the souls of folks in the margins of all nations, the throwaway people, the go-away people, who they abuse and exploit, the hoe-away people, the serfs and the slaves, who work to their graves, whose blood is in the soil and the streets that they paved, whose pain they avoided with the lies you recorded, their hopes, their dreams, their lives you destroyed it. You fed them the myths of things that don't exist. You said justice for all, but injustice persists. The heists and the schemes you did by any means, you surges of oppression and killers of the dream. But now is the time for all whom to rise. Funerals march to the promised land, eyes on the prize. A true coalition against this prohibition, injustice, inequity. It all came from a decision to benefit the few at the expense of the many. From race to class, your isms are plenty. It's always been your mantra to divide and to conquer, because the fear in your heart gave birth to a monster. But all is not lost of our crops from this frost, because we can save the gardens of humanity at will and at cost. As we stare into the abyss, stare into the mist, darkest days, finest hour, our power to resist. But in order to save we, it begins and ends with me, myself, and I, you, and thee. The person in the mirror, seeing things clearer, because there's room for all of us and salvation is nearer. To all of us in this universal trust, as we march in defiance in the duty of our themes, fists raised high as all the saints sing. Power to the people by any means. I had a dream to let freedom ring. Power to the people by any means. I had a dream to let freedom ring. Power to the people by any means. I had a dream to let freedom ring. Power to the people by any means. I had a dream to let freedom ring. What's up, family? Can y'all hear me out there? Yeah. All right. Yes, thank you, Queen, for that introduction. Hopefully you all can talk to me. Yes, I am Jacquer Gillette. I am a multidisciplinary artist, but essentially I like to say I'm just a co-creator of stories that show the beauty and truth of humanity and its possibilities. And I like to invest in dreams and ideas. That's cool?
That's cool.
Thank you. Yeah. Film I co-produced called For Lila. We just won Best Crime at the Independent Shorts Awards in LA a few weeks ago. Thank you. Yeah, it's a film about these days and times, I tell you. It's a film about actually an ICE agent. I can believe that. Actually having to go on a vigilante spree to save a young migrant girl from her captors. And yeah, we actually got Best Crime Film for that, surprisingly. No, thank you, Eves.
What is it called?
It's called For Lila, and it's right now we're still on the film festival circuit, but it will be streamed soon once we're done with that. So check it out, For Lila. The trailer is on YouTube. Any open micers? Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Lady.
Yeah.
coming to the stage. This individual is one of the groundbreaking heroes of an institution known as Convey Press. Can you please give it up for the one and only Gabriel?
All right, man, no one does it like Jaquer. He is the man. He is so great. I wanted to, I don't know how long I get up here, but I want to just share maybe a poem or two from some of our books, if that's okay. All right, so last year we released this book called Seraphim by Angelique Zobitz. And this is the opening poem from it. Sister Seraphim, inextinguishable light. They singing and dancing tonight. Black Barbies backlit by gas station fluorescents, stunning, singing holy, holy, holy. Their loud praises rattling my window, syncopated steps, wings out, rhythm on, radiant with the backbeat unbroken, backs unbroken, unfettered and unbothered in 8 and 16 time. This very night there before me is an angel, and I saw her drop it low. All while cars pull in and out, top off or fill up at the pumps. I can relate to being half empty and thirsting to be full. She, her, they blazing. This could be worship, loud and exuberant as every light-leached club where I once got hot and sweaty to reggae, rubbed underneath somebody as vigorously as kindling before catching fire. It could be easy to forget how good adoration feels. I can't forget what good feels like. Paradise. They so flame, and I see it. It could be heaven, this lot of half-leveled, bumpy concrete, glittering, full-jeweled with bottle shards and wrapping paper confetti. They could burn it all down. But glory, they invite us to join the chorus. Poem.
Yes.
I don't want to take up too much time, I don't know, but this one from fantastic poet Daniel Summerhill, poet laureate of Monterey County, California. Mausoleum of Flowers. His collection came out a couple years ago. The opening, another great opening poem here. Do not gather flowers for me. Do not gather flowers for me yet. A black Cadillac first. 100. A Buick will do if old enough. It's all about the body and what it's born anyway. Line them up. Out front then, let the chrysanthemums, roses, and carnations spill out each window. Make it magnificent. Rev the engines until they are voiceless, until there is no gas left in the cylinders, until a mushroom cloud of gray-black exhaust can be seen from the heavens. Anything this large and dying must have God's attention. And the other ones were easy. They were at the very front. This one's at the very end of this poem, of this book. That actually comes out this Tuesday by Marina Carrera from Union City, right here. The book is called Dead Things and Where to Put Them. To the baby rabbits in my backyard. You will not remember this overcast sky where rain breaks through the sun every so often, turning the hard earth to sloppy mud, nor this delicate moment when I lifted a patch of damp grass to reveal 5 of you, soft, black, and squirming with the same queries for the universe we hold. Before I marveled at the sight of your buttoned eyes and tiny ears, bodies sleek with new fur and soil, before I looked up at the heavens to check for crows, before I begged this manicured yard to keep you warm, I sighed so goddamn hard my heart combusted. I've been holding myself in for weeks now, from fear that nothing will be the same again, because nothing will be the same again. There are so many things we aren't meant to survive, but I swallow the vinegar with the honey and lower the clump back down, pat the earth you lie under in wait, and sit by my window for the rest of the day, waiting on your mother. Poem. So again, not to monopolize my time, can I read one of mine? Is that okay, or have I taken too much? I don't want to take too much. All right. Jaquir says it. I think I'll do it. All right. I wrote this just the other day, so it's brand new. And I really don't like reading from a phone, but that's what I got. So here we are. All right. This is called "On Finding Out I Could Be Telepathic." And I just turned 38 for context. That's basically the only context you need here. What a journey the past couple years have been. Days before 36, I found a home on the autism spectrum, a place with the kind of perfect harmony and peace I used to cry over in movies because I was sure it didn't exist. And suddenly, it not only existed, but was everywhere. Sunlight cradling the edges of the blackberry leaves, the Hudson playfully slapping the muddy shore, waves of sound pulsing through me, a pitcher of water among an ocean of pitchers, trembling in time to the beat of Poppy and Orla Gartland, and Nicole Atkins wrapping her arm over my shoulder, belting, "On any other night, I wish the world would end," and feeling, finally, how untrue that wish had become, and wishing only to be heard and understood the way I now understand myself, wishing for any human contact now that I feel human, throwing myself into the pit for the first time at a Cheek Face show, knowing I was safe, bouncing off other NDs like a bottle of soda that had been shaken its entire life before finally hitting the ground and letting all that energy loose. It felt like magic, like flying, like I wanted to jump up on stage and tell everyone what they already knew, that magic was real and there in the room with us. Not some sort of pseudoscience, but something you could feel resonating in your bones. So imagine my surprise this spring when I heard about the telepathy tapes. How easily people confuse facilitated communication for the supernatural and cover their autistic children in a brand new illusion, a lie, a fresh mask, in case we didn't have more than our share of masks already at the ready, flinching at the very threat of seeing and being seen. A far more grounded reality is at play. The truly special, hidden in the mundane. how we can pick up patterns no one else can see, or hear electricity coursing through fluorescent lights, or fixate so fully we lose our capacity for speech, immersed as we are in a flow state. Something I'm given to understand anyone can experience. A beauty I have in common with each of you, breathing the same air in this outside room, glowing with poetry, the power to connect with words. The same people who think I can read their minds are dumping out their Tylenol, telling expectant mothers to tough out their pain, raiding pharmacy shelves for leucovorin, robbing chemo patients of critical recovery medicine. You don't need to be a fucking mind reader to know how that's gonna go. But enough for a moment, please, about the fascists and eugenicists. Let's return to these words, how they settle into us like something true we knew was coming before I ever opened my mouth to speak. Poem.
Give it up one more time, for one of the great giants of Kavan, Gary Bress. Before I proceed, we first have a quick acknowledgement. There is an individual who just sat down. And this future Hall of Famer has a continuing professional record of awesome. Not only has this individual been a part of the legendary scene at Bogies, but also the Lairs' Lounge, also legendary hosts at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, the Adeco Award-winning poet, doctor, social worker, hailing all the way from Essex County. Can we please give a quick acknowledgement for the one and only Dr. Helena D. Lewis? Couldn't help it. This is the open mic hour, and unfortunately, I cannot be here with you but so long, because I must go to the Actors Studio in New York to help with a play. But first, a lot of history was being spoken today from a lot of amazing poets, and I want to share something with you, an homage poem from the late, great Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. Even though I don't think he thought of this as a poem, but I took it as one. And it's about history. History is not a dead thing. It is not a mere accumulation of facts. It is the creation of a different version, a different way of seeing, thinking, and feeling. It matters because what happened 1,000 years ago or 10 minutes ago occupies the same room in consciousness. What happened in history, or what we believed happened in history, affect the way we think. It affects our prejudices, reflexes, our conceptions of ourselves, the way people conceive of us, and the way we are treated by others. History, therefore, has a lot to do with the living and the present. And no man or woman can be truly released from the past until he fully understands the past. Boom. So before I go, I want to just take you up to the stars real quick. Can I do that?
Yeah. Do it.
Look into the windows of my soul. You see the big picture. Or from the book of Eli, my life is the full scripture. See, the idea I represent is so righteous yet scandalous, because part of being a rebel is being a verbal vandalist. A universal type from a universal life, as the universal creator gave us universal might. For greater understanding through this journey of man, and with the arts and the sciences as the age of wonder of alliances. Children of the cosmos, as we express our Picassos, as we embody a universe, our creations are colossal. Recognizing that this power is innate. From this glass prison we escape, using the power to create. But make no mistake, because the world is at stake, and we need the audacity to inject our empathic capacity to cure this catastrophe. It's all for one and it's one for all, because we're universally connected as the universe is in us all. And we can live forever as we manifest into infinity, because we are the carriers and the crucibles of everything that was, everything that is, and everything that ever will be. Now back to the open mic. Is there one? I see that we have a contender. Coming to the stage. This individual was just pointed out in the crowd. He's come here right now to tear it down in this beautiful land. Can we give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen?
Hello, everyone. My name is Timon Jackson. Can I keep it here? That's cool. All right. I was really not expecting to do a poem. I saw this was happening, so I just came through. I thought it was late, but I'm glad I'm here. I wrote a poem called Gratitude from an Optimist to an Old Friend and New Acquaintances. And while I was setting up, so I'll explain to you. And it was really about just me being back in the poetry community after so many years away, having had to go through other things in life to be back here. So here it goes. Having always been an optimist, it was a minor blow to my psyche when I realized my cup was still only half full. Because even a cup half full has days where it feels half empty, even in me, the optimist. So I sought after a potent nectar to fill this vessel, capable of altering reality to a point where I am purposely pursuing passions essential to experiencing life and not just going through the motions. Finally, in motion, a plan. A nexus of sequential steps, one right after the other, but I won't bore you with the cliche of details that followed, for it wasn't anything spectacular or grand, just a lot of trial and error, trials because of errors, but with a switch of a few letters, those trials blazed a trail, and I landed right here. In this place, where I used to visit in my yesteryear as a younger man, when the expectation after college was to be this vagabond poet going from show to show, filled with Boone's Farm or Mad Dog, because that's all I could afford to pour in my red Solo cup. But like childish things, I needed to leave behind these cheap spirits to do grown-up things. My new cup now filled with coffee, 2 sugars, and a little bit of cream. Work, home, sleep, wake up, and the cycle repeats, never to pause. Fast forward at the speed of a VHS tape, I find myself behind a microphone so many years later, dispelling the rumor that you can't go home again, because I feel like I'm home again. Slowly but surely pouring new wine to this new flute, having made an upgrade from my solo cup. So it not only holds these crushed grapes, it also plays music. Find tuned in this place where words and ears meet like they were childhood friends that hadn't seen each other for 30 years, and they fight through the crowd, embracing as they meet with tears of joy streaming down their cheeks, reading each other's lifelines like tea leaves, solemnly swearing they will now be in each other's presence to the very end. This declaration made in front of the guy with the long hair and the baseball hat, the curly red-headed host with dimples, the distinguished gentleman in the back with dreadlocks, speaking his rhythm over jazz beats, and the gray-eyed firecracker with the fire in her furnace saying, "Fuck the man," every chance she gets. Sense of nervousness permeating from new poets pontificating new pieces into the ether. Bless me with your chapbook or CD after the venue. I will gladly pay the tithe, but never the tariff, because I know the effort it took the strength needed to dig deep, to take a chance, to give a voice to your past, to express what others couldn't because they feared being considered an outcast. I hear you. I am with you, and I understand. The writing coursing through your veins will be what stamps the times we were placed in coffee shops, sipping cafe con leche, introducing new languages and cultures, the fight for love, the bitter divorce. The social injustice you can no longer stand, the soliloquy, the haiku, the free form. You can find a safe place here, right here. I hear you, I am with you, and I understand. In this race, there's no judgment for run-ons, no simile too great, no metaphor too small. Personify the most inanimate object in your subject matter. Your subject matters. Weighted like vests used to build muscle and stamina, and I will stand with you and laugh and cry. With our souls touched, we will discover how we fit in, searching for and finding our voices in conversation between sips of whiskey, soured by moments in history that we won't be able to change, but we will live life like burning a dollar bill is waste of a flame, because there is more worth being invited to a painted table with a rose and a mahogany lost child, perfecting a dedicated craft under the tutelage of a more than capable sage, dropping jewels that we will gather up like infinity stones and add to our gauntlet, creating verses to disperse, winning battles like the Avengers against the Dementors in this multiverse where the only kryptonite to our words is if we remain silent. So become as iconic as the bat symbol hovering in the Gotham City skyline, echoing our location. And if they miss them in their first form, let these words evaporate into the air, collect with dust, form clouds and rain down upon them again. Living proof that you can march into life like a lamb and out like a lion, standing in the April rain that brought these Mayflowers that have filled this half-filled cup full of those flowers that bloom. And just because it rhymes, I'll say in June, but in reality, they are more like evergreens, and that, my friends, means everything. Thank you.
Can we give it up one more time? One more time. Because it rhymes with June. Before we begin, we have some more acknowledgments. First, we have seated this individual brought a beautiful dog with them. One of the great architects of an artistic institution in the city of Paterson known as Prototype 237. Can we please give it up for the one and only Miranda? And also, we have some more future Hall of Fame heavy hitters who will be blessing the stage at some point. But these future Hall of Famers are the great architects of an institution out of the city of Newark named Evoke Culture.
Catch these vibes!
Catch these vibes. Being espoused by the great Sean Battle. And also, this amazing woman, for discretion, my sister in the great fraternity Gamma Psi Phi, the treasured one, known as Treasure Moore. And her amazing companion, who just drifted off, probably to take a smoke.
He doesn't do that.
The man who has the acronym POME. Ladies and gentlemen, boom. Now, before I gotta hop on my scooter and go back to and jet up out of here, do we have a contender for the open mic? Oh, well, I seen two hands go up, but why not have, only because the amazing artist who raised her hand secondly. She performed already with some beautiful song notes, and she will come up after the great architect, one of several of Evoke culture. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please give it up for this future Hall of Famer coming to the mic right now, Mr. Sean Bell.
Now we'll do it like this. Check 1, 2. Good afternoon, everyone. Say good afternoon, everyone. Okay, just making sure everybody was here. Clap it up for the Paterson Poetry Festival, Paterson Poetry Month. And I was watching the Hope Dealers, Kendi Love's live on the way over here, so I got the news about the new location of Wordseed. Congratulations to you all for that accomplishment. Thank you so much. Somebody kind of hinted what they wanted in my ear, so I'm just gonna go with it. Rest in peace, Bria Blackberry Molasses Knight, and rest in peace to her mother, Minister Diana Aldrich. This poem is called Black Woman. U-N-I-T-Y, that's a unity. U-N-I-T-Y, there is no community without the Jersey unity. U-N-I-T-Y, U-N-I-T-Y, that's a unity. U-N-I-T-Y, there is no community without the Jersey unity. Life is what you give every day, yet so easily we seem to take it away. And so I say to you, Black woman, I apologize for every bit of betrayal forced on us by overseers, yet continued by willing hands that look like ours. The whispers given to me by matriarchs of melanin like you fall short in being reciprocated. Our village left lopsided in love given. So swift you are to comfort all into healing, no matter the medicine's taste. Composition thick like skin against time, no crack in sight. You hold on to holding on till family is fed in body and spirit. When us Black men lift off, you've been there to catch us as we land like rocks breaking through the atmosphere. More than reproduction, I dare not deem you female as a slur. You are human. You are woman. Poke your eyes, they water. See our children be poked by bullets, your nails become daggers. Elevation means recognizing the foes you face inside and outside our ranks. From this, you love enough to hold all accountable. Dare not allow activists to throw N-I-G-G-E-R in the coffin without making room for B-I-T-C-H, Black woman. No name shall be given to you in which consent was not given by you, not even the rewind, Black woman. No name shall be given to you in which consent was not given by you, not even the one on your birth certificate. To enter a home, honor its customs. Wherever you reside, your life is your home. With your home, only you decide when to invite, when to close off. Please know that I value any time you choose to give. Lioness of the diasporic dark, you are the true crown maker, the real ruler, commanding protection of kingly roars. With every hunt you lead. I speak of this to say thank you and to pledge I will keep my end of the promise to evolve our circles together. For without your energy, balance, balance is impossible. UNITY, UNITY, that's a unity. UNITY. There is no community without that Jersey unity. UNITY, UNITY, that's a unity. UNITY. There is no community without you. Love you, baby. Thank you very much.
Yes, Sean.
Poet SEAM Battle, Poet SEAM Battle, Poet SEAM Battle, Poet Sean Battle on all social media. I have an album out at this point in time, y'all, called Don't Run, available for purchase so that you get it downloaded and stream for free, stream unlimited on Bandcamp. Release celebration, Friday, October 10th, and the 11th anniversary of Evolution Dope and Mic, Saturday, October 18th. Talk to me today for tickets. Catch these vibes!
I love Sean Battle. Sean, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you and the whole Evolu culture crew. Y'all are just dope, and I appreciate the Jersey unity that you talked about. I'm down with that. All right, so there was a couple of other people who wanted open mic. Where are you? They changed their mind? Okay, Kiara, come on up on open mic, and then I'm gonna give you some Selena Queen. That's me. And I gotta tell you a couple things as she approaches. If you need to use the bathroom, you can go into the Lit House that is right behind us. That is the brand new Passaic County Literary Arts Cultural Center, the new home of Wordseed Inc. There are is air conditioned if you need a break. The house is not ready, so we moving in, so you're gonna see things a little bit out of this way, and I'm happy to give a tour to folks, and the schedule is to open it this month. So I'm very excited about having a new home for Wordseed Inc. and all things, and that's why we're here today in this park, because we in our front yard, y'all. And what else can I say? I'm Talina Lachelle Queen. I'm the founder of Wordseed Inc. and Paterson Poetry Festival, and the Poet Laureate of Paterson, New Jersey. I remembered that. And I'm very excited to just have y'all here. Every time you show up to one of these Wordseed things, you are making my dream come true, and I appreciate you. And I'm gonna come back after Kiara and give you some Talina Queen poetry. Peace to Miranda, who is one of our board members and a great partner from Prototype. So that's some more Jersey unity that we have to talk about. All right, here is my firstborn, Kiara Hall.
Hey y'all. Now I was just okay. All right, so I literally was just thinking about this. So this one is very, very fresh as of 3 minutes ago. Check this out. Be quiet. You talk a lot. I need you to shut the hell up. Like, Like really, 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 really pipe down. Like shut up. You say things that poke and prod and pry at the softest and hardest and darkest places of my soul. I don't like it. I need you to shut the hell up. You talk like nobody ever told you to be quiet. You talk like your throat chakra is wide open and your mind is super duper free. And I'm sitting over here thinking, why are you still talking? I am, matter of fact, no, we are already a 37 skyscraper deep in the hole, and you keep digging and digging and digging. And where you think you're digging your way on a nice little trail out of here, you're throwing the dirt right in my face, right at my feet, and I'm being buried alive while you are building a staircase on the way out. I need you to be quiet. I want you to shut the fuck up. Because you're getting on my nerves. You're getting on my spirit. You're getting on me. And there's no room for me where you're at. You're over here already elevated, already doing good. And I'm sitting over here trying to process, but you keep throwing dirt on me. I need you to back up just a little bit, because everything you say is the most emotionally vulnerable, lowest hanging fruit. I need you to chill. I'm still processing. I'm still thinking, and where I'm at, where I be at, where I reside. Where I reside, I need silence. I need a little bit of shh. Because God is talking to me and you loud. I need you to shh. Because when my ancestors say, I can't hear you because you over here doing everything and the most, and the most, and the most. I said, I need quiet so I can hear God. And you over here like, and this, and that, and the third. I need you to chill. Because my ancestors said this. They stomped their feet, put that soil down, and I stand and I rise. And you kept on throwing the dirt, so I kept on stomping. And I kept on saying, shh. Poem. She gonna win. My bad.